Now, insurance companies don't like this coverage because they have to pay it. And what they do a lot of times when they have coverages they don't particularly like, they try their best, if they can, to what we call limit it. So they create what are called exclusions in their policies. One of the exclusions that was one of their favorites was what we called the household or family car exclusion. That exclusion would say that if I have a policy that covers my wife and my daughter who lives with me has a policy that covers her car, and she gets involved in an accident in her car due to the negligence of an underinsured driver, she cannot come to my policy, although she's my relative and she lives with me and would be an insured under my policy, to get underinsured or underinsured motorist coverage, only her own. That's called the household or family car exclusion. And that exclusion was upheld for many, many years until 2015, when the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania threw it out. There was another one that the insurance companies have loved over the years called the regular use exclusion. That exclusion was designed to deny you coverage if you are regularly using another vehicle at the time when you're hurt. I'll give you an example of a situation. I'm a dad, I have 3 children, and they go to high school. And so they're insured under my policy for under and uninsured motorist coverage. They take the bus to school every day. That's the only way they can get to school. And there's a huge accident with the bus that's somebody else's fault. And so I go, well, my children were seriously injured, and I want them to get underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage under my policy because they live with me. They're insured under my policy. And the insurance company goes, oh, no, sorry. They regularly use that bus to go to school. So they don't get any coverage at all. None. Zero. You have a friend you drive to work with every day, and every month you switch over who's driving the car. If your friend happens to be driving the car during that 1 month and you get injured while you're in your friend's car, sorry, Charlie. You don't get any underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage. Well, I didn't like that very much. I didn't like it at all. I had a case with a police officer who was at an accident scene doing his job to protect the public, and he gets hit by 2 negligent underinsured drivers. And he was very seriously injured, and those drivers didn't have enough insurance to fully compensate him. He had done an excellent job in protecting his family. He bought an insurance policy for his personal vehicles that provided $750,000 in underinsured motorist coverage. And this guy deserved every penny of it. He lost his career because of this accident. So I made a claim with Erie Insurance Company, and Erie Insurance Company said, sorry, regular use exclusion. We're not providing any coverage to him at all. Like I said, I didn't like that very much. So I brought a case in Northampton County called Rush versus Erie, where I attacked the regular use exclusion, alleging that it was invalid and unenforceable and was a violation of express terms of the statute that governed auto insurance. I won the case at the Common Pleas Court level. I won it at the Superior Court level, and along with 2 colleagues of mine, Scott Cooper and Jim Haggerty, we then appealed to the other side appealed to the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania. We argued that case in June. My 2 colleagues did that, and I did all the briefing, and now we're waiting for the decision from the court. And I'm very superstitious, so I am not going to stand here and give a prediction on how it came down, because if I did, I guarantee you it would not be my prediction. So I just want to say that we are hopeful, and if we are successful in this endeavor, we will now have opened the door for millions of Pennsylvania residents, including those kids on the bus, you taking your friend's car to work every day, and I can stand here for the next half an hour and give you all these You know, they were saying if your car didn't work for 3 weeks and you used grandma's car because my car was in the shop, that's regular use of grandma's car. I mean, are you kidding me? But for many years, the courts had upheld that until now. And now we're hoping that the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania throws it out so everyone will be protected.